a disabled elderly lady, and she just needs a lot of help getting her lawn back into shape. Otherwise, they're gonna have to charge her like $250 to have somebody come out and cut it.
A yard so overgrown you can't even see the front door. Grass creeping over the sidewalk. Neighbors assuming no one cares anymore. Most people would drive past it without a second thought. But one guy doesn't. He pulls up with a trailer, unloads his mower, and starts cutting through what looks like a jungle. Hours later, the entire property looks unrecognizable. Clean lines, fresh edges, a home that finally looks alive again, and millions of people are watching it happen. SB Mowing didn't go viral because lawn care is exciting. He went viral because there's something deeply satisfying about restoration, about watching chaos turn into order, about seeing someone step in when others walk away. But behind those perfectly striped lawns and emotional reactions is a bigger story, one that involves strategy, controversy, and a business model most viewers never stop to think about. So how did mowing grass turn into one of YouTube's most addictive trends? Long before the viral thumbnails and millions of views, Spencer was just another small business owner in Wichita, Kansas, trying to grow a local lawn care company. No flashy marketing, no massive team, just early mornings, heavy equipment, and long days under the sun. SB Mowing started as a regular service business. He cut grass, trimmed edges, cleaned up properties, the standard routine. But over time, he kept running into homes that told a different story. Elderly residents who couldn't physically keep up, people going through tough seasons, yards that weren't neglected out of laziness, but out of limitation. Instead of walking away, he started offering to clean them up for free. At first, it wasn't content, it was simply a decision to help. Then he brought a camera along. That small shift changed everything. The videos weren't loud or dramatic. They focused on progress, on the grind, on visible transformation. And viewers connected with that authenticity. It didn't feel staged, it felt real. But as the uploads grew, so did the attention. And with attention came opportunity, and questions Spencer probably didn't expect. It only takes one video, one yard that looks beyond saving, one transformation that feels almost impossible. And suddenly, the algorithm decides it's time. That's exactly what happened. A cleanup featuring a severely overgrown property started gaining traction fast. Viewers clicked for the chaos, but they stayed for the progress. Every pass of the mower revealed something hidden. Sidewalks reappeared. Driveways took shape. What looked abandoned slowly started to feel like a home again. The pacing was addictive. Shortcuts, clear progress, no wasted time. It wasn't just landscaping, it was visual storytelling. Within days, the views climbed into the millions. Shares exploded across TikTok and YouTube. Comment sections filled with people tagging friends saying, "You have to see this." And that's when SB Mowing shifted from local business to internet phenomenon. But viral attention changes things. More eyes mean more expectations, bigger transformations, higher production quality, consistency. Suddenly, it wasn't just about helping one homeowner, it was about delivering the next viral moment. And that pressure, that's where the real challenge begins. What looks like a simple afternoon cleanup is usually an all-day grind. Before the first blade of grass is cut, there's scouting, permission, planning. Some of these yards hide more than weeds, broken glass, scrap metal, even animal burrows. Safety becomes part of the job. Every step has to be careful. Then there's the physical toll. Pushing heavy equipment through thick brush isn't easy. Mowers clog, trimmers jam, dust fills the air. Hours go by in heat that most viewers never feel through a screen. And unlike a normal paid job, these extreme cleanups often take far longer than expected. Filming adds another layer. Cameras have to be positioned, batteries swapped, footage reviewed. Later, there's editing, cutting hours of work into tight, satisfying sequences that keep retention high. Sound design, pacing, before and after reveals. It's calculated but not fake. What you're watching is the polished version of a very messy process. And that balance, raw, labor mixed with careful presentation, is part of the secret. But once money and visibility enter the picture, the conversation shifts. Because not everyone sees it as purely wholesome anymore. Not everyone sees SB Mowing as purely inspiring. As the channel grew, so did the scrutiny. Online discussion started asking whether filming homeowners during vulnerable moments crosses a line. is it still generosity if it's uploaded for millions to watch? Or does the camera change everything? Some critics argue that when someone's struggling situation becomes viral content, it creates an uncomfortable dynamic. Even if permission is given, viewers question whether people fully understand the scale of exposure once a video takes off. Then there's the algorithm factor. Extreme neglect performs better. Bigger transformations hold attention longer. That reality makes some viewers uneasy, wondering if the content world unintentionally rewards the most dramatic cases. Supporters push back hard. They point out that homeowners agree to be featured, that the work is real, that the properties are genuinely improved. Without the platform, these cleanups might never happen at all. And that's what keeps the debate alive. It's not black and white. It's not hero versus villain. It's a modern dilemma, where kindness, business, and internet culture collide in ways that didn't exist a decade ago. And that complexity is exactly why people can't stop talking about it. What started as one lawn care channel has quietly reshaped an entire corner of YouTube. Scroll today and you'll see a pattern. Free driveway cleanings, pressure washing disasters, carpet restorations pulled back from the edge. The formula feels familiar. Extreme neglect, steady progress, dramatic reveal. That structure didn't appear out of nowhere. SB Mowing helped prove that everyday service work could hold millions of people's attention. And it changed how people view these trades. Landscaping used to be background noise. Now it's binge-worthy. Blue-collar work isn't just respected in respect, it's entertaining. Young viewers who might never have considered starting a service business are suddenly seeing a different path. A mower and a camera can build a brand. But growth brings competition. More creators are entering the space. Transformations are getting bigger. Production is getting sharper. Stakes feel higher. What once stood out now has imitators chasing the same formula. That raises a quiet question about sustainability. Can the trend keep evolving without becoming repetitive? And can SB Mowing stay ahead in a niche he helped ignite? Because when a movement grows this fast, staying original becomes the hardest part of all. Here's where the conversation gets interesting. Those free lawn transformations aren't free to produce. Equipment costs money, fuel costs money, time definitely costs money. So how does it make sense to spend an entire day on a job without charging the homeowner? The answer is the platform. Millions of views translate into ad revenue. High retention means stronger payouts. On top of that, there are sponsorships from lawn equipment brands, affiliate links, and merchandise sales tied to the channel. What looks like a random act of kindness is also part of a sustainable content model. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, the more successful the videos are, the more extreme cleanups he can afford to take on. The content funds the service fuels the content. It's a loop that keeps growing. Still, not everyone feels comfortable with that balance. Some viewers question whether monetizing generosity changes its meaning. Others argue that without monetization, the help wouldn't happen at this scale at all. That tension is impossible to ignore, because once charity and content collide, people start asking tougher questions, and the debate only gets louder from there. Strip away the thumbnails, the debates, the revenue talk. What you're left with is something surprisingly simple. People love watching problems get solved. An overgrown yard is a visual metaphor. It represents stress, neglect, being overwhelmed. When it gets cleared in a single afternoon, it feels like control being restored. Order replacing chaos. That psychological payoff is powerful, and it doesn't require drama to work. SB Mowing tapped into that instinct at the perfect time. In a fast, noisy internet culture, his videos are straightforward. No yelling, no fake pranks, just steady progress and a clear result. That simplicity makes them easy to binge. One transformation rolls into the next. Each reveal feels like a small reset. At the same time, the business model keeps it sustainable. The content supports the service fuels the content. It's practical, not accidental. So when people ask why SB Mowing went viral, the answer isn't just generosity, and it isn't just strategy. It's the combination. A real skill, real effort, real results, packaged in a way the internet can't resist watching. And that balance is what keeps viewers coming back for more.